Today, I'm going to show you how I make cowboy butter pasta. This is going to be good. Okay, so let's go over the ingredients. I'm working with 1 stick of salted butter. You can use unsalted. Here I have fresh parsley chopped and fresh chives chopped. And this is around 7 grams of chives. Here I have 3 cloves of garlic chopped. I'm using 1 large lemon, the zest and juice of this lemon. For the pasta, I will be using 12 ounces of spaghetti. Here I will be garnishing and using Parmesan cheese, and I will be using some Dijon mustard. That may sound weird with pasta. Trust me, it's so good in this cowboy butter sauce. I'm using crushed red pepper flakes and smoked paprika, salt and pepper to taste. So let's get started. Once your pot of water is boiling, this is going to go quick. So I'm going to add like a tablespoon of salt into around 4 to 5 quarts of water and let that keep boiling. Here in my preheated pan, I'm going to add my stick of salted butter, and over a low heat, I'm just going to melt that in this pan. You don't want to work with a high heat. You don't want to brown or burn the butter. I want the butter to melt and heat through. This will make everything aromatic. Okay, so once this is melted, I'm going to start adding the ingredients. I have seen a lot of recipes for cowboy butter. I can't tell you which one is the original because there's so many, but a lot of them call for cayenne pepper. Because I add crushed red pepper flakes, I opt to use smoked paprika. Here I've added my garlic, and again, working with a low heat, I'm going to add the zest of the lemon. This is going to make the butter so fragrant. I'm going to add a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, a half teaspoon of the smoked paprika, continue to melt the butter, continue to combine everything and let it become fragrant. And at this point, I'm adding my spaghetti pasta into the boiling salted water. And I'm going to cook this until it's al dente. That's about 10 minutes for this pasta. It just depends the brand and type of pasta you're using. The cook time varies. I'm just going to give this a mix and let it boil and cook for 10 minutes. Okay, back to the cowboy butter. So everything's melted, fragrant. Now I'm going to add my parsley. I'm saving some for garnish. And I'm also going to add my chopped chives. Like I said, this is a couple of tablespoons of fresh herbs going in. I know this might seem like I'm adding everything but the kitchen sink, but I keep a full pantry of seasonings, herbs, and things like that. So making cowboy butter, I typically have most of the ingredients. So here I'm going to add Dijon mustard. Again, this may seem like a strange ingredient to go with pasta. Trust the process, it totally works. And this Dijon mustard emulsifies with the fat of the butter, the Dijon mustard, and the acidity of the lemon juice that I'm going to add. I actually shut off the heat right about now because I don't want to burn the butter, and it's warm enough to make everything fragrant. So here I'm squeezing in the juice of this entire large lemon, going right in, and I'll give that a good mix. My pasta is ready, so I'm going to turn off the heat here. And straight from the boiling pot of water, I'm just going to scoop out the pasta and add it right into the cowboy butter. And at this point, both pans are off. I don't have any heat. The residual heat from my stove and the pots and the pasta will work just fine. So I'm just going to carefully scoop this out into the pan. And then I'm going to combine well. At this point, you'll probably want to use tongs to mix and combine everything. I just did not want to scrape the pan, so I'm using this wooden spoon. It's going to take a little extra time. So at this point, you'll want to taste it for salt and pepper and seasoning. I'm adding some grated Parmesan cheese, and this is dinner. We are literally having a bowl of this cowboy butter pasta. Whatever juice, whatever tea, whatever drink you want to have on the side. If you want crusty garlic bread, if you want a side salad, knock yourself out. Today, it's one pasta in a bowl and a drink, and it's so good. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.